Hello, good afternoon. My name is Rafael Pinto. I wanted to welcome all of you first for taking the time and to learn more about the program. Before that, I wanted to make sure everybody can hear me. I wrote in the chat button to see if you can hear me. Let me know if or you can raise a hand through the system if you can hear me. Fine. And also if you can see my screen. Can everybody hear me and see my screen? Perfect. I see that. Thank you, Darian. I can everybody see my screen as well? The screen is the most important, so I can present. Perfect. Okay, I see you as well. Thank you so much. I don't want to keep all of you waiting. I know it's probably lunchtime, so I want to make sure I focus on the presentation and not and whoever else joins in can participate later. And this will be taped, so you'll be able to they will be able to go back and review this. So thank you again. My name is Rafael Pinto. I am the TIC America's Eco Reto coordinator. I'm working with my colleague Edgar Maestre to implement this project. I'll explain a little bit more about the program and go more in detail about what it is to present. What is the project? Information where you can get the project, and also a little bit more about how to present your project in the system. Sorry, I'm now organized a little bit more. I wanted to switch to my PowerPoint and go over a little bit the PowerPoint. We have some time for questions in the end as well. So just wanted to welcome everybody. Quick start. We have the organization where we work with and who is the big organizer and who created the TIC Americas organization back in 2007 is a Young American Business Trust, which is a nonprofit corporation that works in cooperation with the General Secretariat of the OAS, Organization of American States. We help promote social and economic development for young people in the Western Hemisphere and around the world. We focus on entrepreneurship, knowledge, leadership, technology as its main resource and tools. Since the creation of YBT, as we call it, abbreviated, we've helped more than 70,000 young people in 75 countries with our programs and activities. One of these programs is the TIC Americas, which is an international competition, technology and innovation competition of the Americas, organized by YBT, which serves as a platform of support and accelerator of business for young entrepreneurs of the Americas. So we want to provide this as a platform so people can learn through guidance, training, mentoring, and also eventually in the finals, as they make it, to have access to seed capital investment and access to international network of contacts. TIC Americas was created in 2007. We've had more than 39,000 entrepreneurs from 48 countries participate in TIC Americas, and we've received over 19,000 business proposals, and we'll get into more detail on that, and we hope to receive more from you as well this year. What are the requirements? You have to have an innovative proposal, between 18 and 34 years of age, be a citizen of the member state of the OAS as well. The Startup Challenge. Startup Challenge is we invite you to present your proposal is in the development of innovation solutions through economic models for both product and service offerings, and it has a positive impact to the implementation of sustainable development goals. So it's a little bit more wide. Let's talk about the sectors. So you're working with fast-growing enterprises, startups in the agricultural, health, manufacturing, education, energy, and financial sectors. So we invite you to propose these ideas in these different sectors and participate. We also have the part of Eco Challenge, which is was a category created in strategic partnership with PepsiCo. So we developed Eco Challenge as a follow-up, different category section in TIC Americas back in 2009. So it focuses on environmental innovation. So these are solutions that support sustainable development projects, products, services in the Western Hemisphere. In 2013, we added on another partner, the Central American Bottling Corporation, CBC, as a sponsor of the Special Award for Eco Challenge Central America. So there will be a winner from Central America for that specific category, subcategory. And in 2014, we have Postobon that joined as a sponsor for the Eco Challenge Colombia. So anybody else from the Caribbean and other parts can still participate under Eco Challenge and Startup, but just to highlight these specific partners, focus on Central America and Colombia. The subcategories for this year focuses on nutrition, environment, and women. I'll go a little bit more in detail. Nutrition, we're looking for solutions that have access to nutritious, healthy, adequate food and beverages at affordable prices that also are positively support the nutrition of low-income populations. Development of foods and beverages of high nutritional value and low cost developed based on inputs from the region. So I'll leave this a little bit so you can read, but this will be on the website, so I can show you a little bit later. The second part is environment, that really recognizes the relationship between food and people that involve protection of the environment and development of sustainable ways of producing and consuming food. I'll leave this a little bit on the screen, but again, it's on the website with more detail. Last part is women. Women that reduce gender solutions, that reduce gender inequality, particularly supporting young women and young people and women to access the labor market, but also that support economic and social empowerment of women and protect and promote their access to the labor market. So it's a little bit, it's a new category. It's very important to focus on empowerment of women solutions, women entrepreneurs, women initiatives. So this is a very exciting new section that we have incorporated in this year's competition. Some of the deliverables, and I will show you on the website where you can have access to this and download documents relevant to these parts. Business model canvas, a little business plan that will be important, which is optional. The project plan that responds to subcategory. So those three subcategories that I mentioned, you'd have to focus on a project plan for that. Online presence if you have a web page, social media. A video is important. So the two required ones are project plan and a promotional video of 90 seconds maximum. And again, I'll show you a document with description on that. Startup deliverables. It's a little bit more. You have business model canvas optional, business plan or social business plan with market validation. Market validation can be surveys with potential clients, already client results, anything you already started that you can show some validation that people have seen your service or product. A website, video of 90 seconds, investment profile growth forecast. Again, I'll show you the page, website, where you can get more details. So this is just a little overview. How do you register? And we'll go on the website to do it, to show you step by step, but there's a main page. You register through whatever category you're focusing on, and a little description of here to show. You have to just a profile you have to create, but I will show you this online after this PowerPoint. Quickly go over the stages. The TIC America competition goes through 3 stages: mentoring and business training, which is occurring now, started now. It goes until December 1st, which I'll show you the timeline. And one of the strengths is online boot camp. I'll show you online what that means. We're having October and November several online trainings to help people, the participants, young entrepreneurs, to learn more about marketing, finance, value proposition, different parts that will add value to your projects that are required for submission, the requirements. So this bootcamp will add value to all these little sections that you need to prepare to turn in your project. And they're saved, and you can have access to bootcamp from the prior years as well. Semifinals is when everybody has all their required documents in the system, and we will then focus on having international judges online that will be evaluating the teams and the projects. The finals is going to be in Lima next year in April. That is when we have a specific number of finalists invited during the final, which is going to be within the framework of the 5th Young Americas Forum, which is an official activity of the 8th Summit of the Americas. We will have the finalists will have an exhibit, a stand for them to showcase their project, and they will also be pitching in person to a a group of judges and mentors. These judges and mentors are investors, people who are in the business area, and they will be giving on-site feedback as well. So again, only a few people will be able to show you here. Sorry. I will jump here to show the awards. A few people will be getting awards at the finals, okay? But again, we always tell the participants, only a few will get the $5,000, which can be helpful for seed capital. But the visibility at the stands and talking, networking with government officials, with companies, large companies visiting, with investors, this is very, very important for the projects. Even if they don't win the 5,000 cash award. So it's a very we hope to motivate and reinforce that getting to the final is just as beneficial for the young entrepreneurs. Jumping quickly to the bootcamp, I will show you on the website. I spoke of it already a little bit, that we will have online. We already have a schedule that we're gonna share online for this year's bootcamp, but you will have access to bootcamps from the past years. So you have a lot of good content information that you can learn to help you set up your marketing, business plan, videos, all these different topics that's related to the requirements for the platform, for the project you have online. Key dates, very important. Registration is open, where you can also register your project. You have until December 1st. So that's why our bootcamp is in October and November to help guide you prepare the material. December 1st, we close the registration. Evaluation will begin in January. Announcement of the finalists is in February, and the finals are in April. I went over the awards already. Quick impact, show you that this is the 12th edition of TIC Americas. You can see the number of participants that have already attended, participated in the projects, different organizations, virtual trainings that we have already. Just a little background information to show you that it's a continuous project year after year and very regional. Little highlight. This is Mariana Costa, who was a finalist in the Panama edition, 2015. She like I said again, I was stressing that if you don't win those seed capital that we present, that we offer, we present at the finals, you have access to so many other different players and people visiting your stands. And Mariana was able to participate in the annual meetings of the World Bank in Lima, 2015. She, through the networking and access to contacts at the TIC Americas as well, we were able to also share this opportunity for Mariana to participate in these other events. This is an example of the stand. The president of Panama is 2015 is listening to a participant from Ecuador. She's a finalist from Ecuador. So she was showing the product that she developed to different invitees and visitors to her stand. Also, representatives of different multinational companies. It's from PepsiCo, of course. She is visiting the participants in the finals, visiting their stands. So you have access to different companies visiting your stands as well. And this is an example of some finalists back in Colombia who were interviewed during the finals we had there, were interviewed by CNN. So all this visibility and access to different opportunities is very important at the finals. Very happy winners, as you can see, the big check. So so you can see them winning. These are the people who won different categories, right, from different countries. This is Luis Almagro, the Secretary General of the Organization of American States, visiting a representative from Trinidad and Tobago. They're looking at his product that he's presenting at the finals. This was in 2016. Just to review again our contact information, I went a little bit quickly, but that's why I wanted to leave my email. Rafael Pinto is my name. We have Edgar Maestre, who's the leader specifically for TIC Americas. We're here to welcome any questions, any doubts. We can explain a little bit more if needed. So this is our email. I want to share social media and links for us to review. So you can keep and you can register and get more information. I went a little bit quickly in the presentation, but everything that I said in the presentation, I'm going to show a little bit more in detail on the website. So that's where you get more information and so forth. So I wanted to, this is the main website, like I mentioned. This is where you would be registering, like I showed in the PowerPoint. You choose a category, startup. You can choose the country that you're from. So it's open to all the countries in the Americas, like we mentioned. Very important to highlight where you're applying from. Your email and your password that you'll be using throughout the process. It's very important to identify this. A little below, it's a little description, but also I wanted to a little description of the parts, but I wanted to come down a little more to show you where the bootcamp is. Okay, so the website is the main website. Below the registration, you will have access to the bootcamp and the calendar, like I mentioned. So that's information that you need to know. Clicking on the bootcamp, you have access to the bootcamp, which is something which I mentioned has videos already from past years as well. So you can see, you can have access to past content and experts who presented on intellectual property rights, venture capital, business development, and several topics where you can gain training for free, financial management, and we're having more trainings in October and November of this year. So after you register here through the process, you create your profile. I'm going to give a quick example of one that we created for this session. Since I'm from Brazil, I chose the name Foodie Brazil. You will see that you have access to the different public. This is a public view. If you click on that link, you can see what people will be able to see from your project. So you can share this public profile to your friends or post online. And so this is pretty exciting. You can create your own person. You can add your team members. Here you would add your other team members in the system. And here's to upload all the documents that we're talking about: the business canvas, the business plan, going down, everything, the website that you need to put the description. Of course, so this will show up in your public. Well, the documents we will have access, of course, to the program, but a little bit more. Details here is to show everybody what your project is about. So this is, sorry for going a little fast, here we go. So this is a little bit more details that you have to fill out. It's not so much, but it's important. Additional information. And here's a little bit of information you can also put as contact information for us to work with, social medias, and so forth. So this is your working space, let's say, your platform, okay? When you register, you can work along here, adding documents, adding people, and so forth. You have until December 1st to finish, to finalize everything in this platform, the documents required, and so forth. And having said that, I want to first then show you where you go to rules on the main website. You click on rules, like I did on the right side here, okay? Oh, this is categories, sorry. Rules is here. On your left, you see a little bit more detailed information about the event. I went a little bit quickly on the PowerPoint, but you can find everything else here. Requirements by category, like I was mentioning, what you need: a video, you need a business plan. In these links, you can have documents you can download as well. Okay? So these are important. And these will give a little bit more a description. What is the business canvas? You can download these documents to help you through your preparation of your projects. The same thing for the Eco Challenge. You can see, and there are documents that you can use over here. So these are things that you need to. Here we go. And no description of how your team. So it gets more details of how it is to apply. I want to show you this evaluation criteria. So this is the breakdown of the information. You can see what percentage of each part of your presentation of the proposal is going to be taken into consideration by the judges, and here's the requirements. So business plan, it gives a little bit more detail of innovation. This is how it's going to be evaluated in the program. So you can base your preparation of the documents based on these kind of questions, correct? So you can play around here and have a little bit more detail. The words I mentioned already. But so I just wanted to show you, this is how, again, let's go back to the beginning. How do you get there? This is the main page. You go to rules. And then you can get more details about the different parts of the competition. The stages I mentioned already. And that's really, I wanted to show you this presentation. I went a little bit quick. This will be taped, so you can always go back to use it as reference. I wanted to then just check if anybody has questions that we can. I'm going to stop sharing here, but any questions that people may have, you can write through chat, or you can raise your hand, and I can and we can ask directly. I think we have one question, one raised hand. Does that mean a question, Akeda? Or you can send me a chat. I can try and answer any questions now. Anybody has additional doubts, questions? The website is very helpful. It will be able to provide all the information about how to register, and I showed you where the page you would have it. Akeda, let me see if I can. Do you have a question, Akeda? Just wanted to check. Please send me a chat if you guys do. If not, I didn't want to take too much of your time. I appreciate your attendance. Thank you so much. I hope this was useful. It's only the start, so you can always go to the website to find information. Send me an email. So we are here to help you through the process. And please try and join the bootcamp trainings. It will be helpful for your projects as well. And we are very excited to have you apply. And we wish you all the best as well. We're here to help you as well. We hope to see you in the finals as well. If you don't make it to the finals, it's just as important to go through the online training, so you can always learn new opportunities and new knowledge for your projects. Thank you so much again for your time, and we'll be in touch. I'm here to help. If you want to send an email, we'll be available. Thank you so much for everything.